Hold up, what if Burna Boy and Juma Jux actually dropped a song together? Just imagine that blend, Nigerian fire meets Tanzanian romance. The internet wouldn't just react, it would literally explode. Let's talk about what this dream collab would sound like, why it makes sense, and why fans believe it could redefine African music as we know it. Setting the stage. Let's start with the facts. Juma Jux isn't just any artist, he's one of Tanzania's most consistent R&B voices. From his smooth delivery to his luxurious visuals, Jux represents elegance, love, and African class. He's the man who turned heartbreak into art, from songs like Utanua and Sugua to his masterpiece album King of Hearts. And then there's Burna Boy, the self-proclaimed African giant, the man who made the world dance to African drums again. With Grammys, world tours, and iconic tracks like Last, Anybody, and On the Low, Burna has turned Afrofusion into a global movement. Now think about it. One artist brings the romantic R&B sophistication of East Africa. The other brings the gritty, global fire of West Africa. That combination? That's a cultural explosion waiting to happen. Their sounds aren't just music, they are moods. Juma Jux makes you feel love. Burna Boy makes you feel power. Together, you'd feel everything. The sound they'd create. Now, let's imagine what a Juma Jux versus Burna Boy song would actually sound like. Picture this, the beat drops with heavy African percussion, the kind that gets your shoulders moving instantly. Then Burna slides in with that deep, husky voice, full of confidence, pain, and pride. He sets the tone, maybe with lyrics about power, love, or ambition. Then, halfway through the chorus, you hear that smooth Swahili voice, Juma Jux's melodic tone, romantic and calm. His vocals melt perfectly into Burna's energy. It's not chaos, it's chemistry. Imagine Burna's signature ad-libs, yeah yeah yeah, behind Jux's emotional hook. Imagine the fusion of Afrofusion, R&B, and a touch of bongo flavor. A sound that could dominate every African chart, from Lagos to Nairobi. Even visually, the music video would be cinematic. Shot in Zanzibar or Lagos, showcasing Africa's beauty, beaches, city lights, luxury cars, and African culture. It wouldn't just be a collab, it'd be a celebration of Africa's evolution in sound and style. Why this collab makes sense? This collaboration wouldn't just sound great, it makes sense on every level. Both artists are perfectionists when it comes to image and artistry. Burna Boy has built a brand around power and confidence. He's the rebel, the visionary, the man who said, I told them. Juma Jux, on the other hand, has built his empire around romance and elegance, a symbol of suave African luxury. If Burna represents the fire, Jux represents the flame's reflection. They balance each other out. Masculine power meets emotional depth. And musically, Jux has proven he can adapt. He's collaborated across East Africa, with Vanessa Mdee, Diamond Platnumz, and Nyashinsky, each time delivering versatility. Burna Boy, meanwhile, has mastered global crossover, from Ed Sheeran to J Balvin to Stormzy. He thrives on chemistry. So why not merge that global influence with Jux's sensual tone? This collab could open a new era where East and West Africa work more closely, breaking all boundaries and giving fans something truly Pan-African. It's not just about a song, it's about unity, culture, and the evolution of African sound. What fans are saying. Now, let's talk about the fans, because they are the heartbeat of this whole dream. Across TikTok, Instagram, and X, Twitter, fans have been begging for something like this. Under Burna Boy's posts, you'll see comments like link up with Juma Jux already. And under Juma Jux's pictures, we need a Burna collab next. One viral comment said, if Jux and Burna ever record one track together, I'm deleting every song in my playlist because nothing will ever top that. People are visualizing it already. Fan edits showing Juma Jux and Burna side by side, fantasy song titles like African Love Story or Vibes and Feelings. It shows how much people crave unity, not just music from one region, but music that speaks to the whole continent. This potential collab has become more than just wishful thinking. It's a cultural desire. It's what fans want to see, two African legends standing side by side, proving that Africa's sound is limitless. Could it really happen? Now the million-dollar question. Could it actually happen? Well, it's not far-fetched. Both Juma Jux and Burna Boy have mutual industry friends, producers, event organizers, promoters. They've both performed at major African festivals and share connections across Nigeria, Tanzania, and South Africa. And Burna's known for appreciating authentic talent. He doesn't just collab for fame, he works with artists who bring something new to the table. And Juma Jux definitely does. Plus, imagine the timing. Africa's music industry is at its peak globally. We've seen crossovers between countries explode. Diamond and Koffi Olomide, Davido and Focalistic, Era Star and Sauti Sol. So a Juma Jux versus Burna Boy link-up fits perfectly into the trend of continental unity. If the right producer, maybe someone like Liza Classic or Tells, gets involved, this song could easily become the next global African anthem. And knowing Burna's curiosity for new sounds, he might already have his eye on that East African flavor. So don't be surprised if this happens sooner than anyone expects. So, picture this headline. Burna Boy vs Juma Jux, official music video out now. You'd click instantly, right? Because that wouldn't just be another release, it'd be a moment in African history. When you think about it, this collab represents everything that's powerful about modern African music. Talent, unity, and pride. Now tell me in the comments. If Burna Boy and Juma Jux ever did a song together, what should it be called? And who do you think would own the chorus? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because when this collab finally happens, you'll be able to say you predicted it first.